Bronny can go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shador.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw. That's elementary school. No. That's like when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In the moment.
He was up. You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm going to keep it high level. And this is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like that. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undisputed.
Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up. And show, yeah, we doing this for real. That's what I did.
I want to go rebound.
This one?
Shut that up. I got a match. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's something. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. I know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they played the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
You think you can do something with that?
Hey, man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what? Big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Let's go.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that thing is nostalgic right there, boy. Oh, man, you see it all. And it feel like I just got eulogized, but I'm still alive. Like, I'm at the funeral, but I'm alive. Man, that was beautiful. Boy, I was skinny and fat all in 4 minutes. It was amazing. Love to you guys for rocking with your boy. Oh, man, we are up on this Saturday morning, so some of y'all didn't go out last night, or y'all just getting back in. I love it. Let's have some fun. I ain't going to waste too much time, because I got to take the itty bitties to the basketball tournament. Then we got to go to our football game. I got to coach. Then I got to go to my godson's basketball game, and he just won MVP, so I really got to see how he's shining. Love to all you guys in the chat. Beat it up in the comments. You know what we do. I'm talking with you, not talking to you. So I see you guys out there, Universal Trappers. I hope you ain't in the streets. Dray, 1967, dude, you're a little older than me. Respect. I see you guys out there. Money, Boy, Troy, all that. Trey, I see you. Okay, let's get into it. Today's Wileyism is, if it is to be, it is up to me. Simple as that. Be accountable, y'all. Don't blame life. No, don't blame others. Don't look out the window. Look in the mirror. Simple as that. That's it. If it is to be, it is up to me. If you want something out there, you already got what it takes, what you need in here to go get it. Just go do it. Stop blaming people. All right, that's it. All right, so now, this is a beautiful show we got in store for you right now because I have to show you guys some of the things that are happening in sports media, and it is next level. I'm talking about these guys are really out here beefing. Y'all heard about it. You told me about it yesterday. You were saying, look. There's a lot of issues going on, Wiley. I was like, what's going on? Well, KENYON Martin and DRAYMOND Green, let's just say that even though they're from the same spot, they acting like they ain't the same. And I'm like, damn, how'd that go down? Well, this is how it went down. Let's go.
I've held off on responding multiple times. KENYON Martin was born in Saginaw, Michigan, born and raised in Saginaw. So the constant shots has been a little confusing to me because I don't quite know where they came from. And you think, someone that was a number one pick that didn't quite have the career that I've had when you talk defensive player of the year or 9 all-defensive teams that I have, and he has 0. 1 all-star? Make no mistake about it. You are an all-star. I'll give you that. A lot of people can't say they're an all-star, so I'll give you that. You're a one-time all-star. That's beautiful. But you must admit, to be the player that you were and defender that you believed you were and to not have, a single all-defensive second team, it's kind of an underachievement. Number one pick in the draft. A lot of people look for that guy to win Rookie of the Year. Didn't. All-rookie team, though. First team all-rookie. I can't say I made any all-rookie team, so kudos. I tip my hat to that. It started off promising. Lost in a couple NBA finals. He got to sniff it. Didn't quite get a taste, but got a little sniff of it. In 2000, playing for the Cincinnati Bearcats. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to see that championship through either. And my big brother, Martin Cleese, went and took that championship. So it's tough to sit in a space of, continuing to speak on my name and call my name out as if I underachieved or am underachieving when I was just simply the 35th pick in the NBA draft and somebody took a swing on in the second round and it just happened to work out, to become one of the greatest players in the franchise history. It just happened to work out.
Blah, blah, blah. Golly, that's what we doing today. Oh, man. Okay, let me just set the table. I preface all of what I'm about to say with this. When I first got into independent media, when I first started this show, I told you guys the reason I'm starting this show is because A, I'm tired of it being one-sided. Media talking about players got to take it. Now, I knew there was new media out there with Draymond Green, but Draymond Green and them were talking about, we're going to do it different. But I was like, no, you're not. You're going to do it the same. And now we're here. They're doing it the same. They're talking about other players. I knew that. But the second reason was I was like, it's okay. Make sure you talk about everybody and compete against everybody like we are as players. I knew we were faking the funk as players, former players, whoever you want to say. We letting the media beat us up. We acting like, I don't even watch your show. I don't even know what you said. Fool, yeah, you do. Yeah, you did. It's okay. Just tell them, right? Instead of it always being one-sided, tell them. I knew that we had smoke for the media, and I knew we had smoke for each other, but we had to play it off all the time. You had to wait till you be on a different team before you could finally tell the truth about the team you were on. You remember that? I'm on Green Bay. Everything's perfect in Green Bay. Soon as I go to Dallas, guess what? Green Bay sucked. Like, what are you doing? So I knew there was a realness out there that this show was going to be able to pay forward. We are here. All right. I love this because this is nothing but competition. People want to call it gossip, drama, beef. Shut up. Most of the world is explained to you. You don't live most of this world. You don't travel around the whole world. You don't see everything. You don't experience everything. Most of the things that you know are things you heard, right? Things that you want to see, but you ain't experienced. Come on. So when Draymond wants to go at KENYON, this is a beautiful thing because they ain't going to play basketball against each other anymore. KENYON way older than him, and the knees are still messed up. But guess what? We have a conversation that is on two different fields. KENYON has been going around. He came on our show and said it. He said, Draymond, That ain't really a tough guy because he picks and chooses who he's going to fight against. You know what they say about Floyd Mayweather? Even though I love Floyd, they be saying, oh, he be picking and picking. Floyd done fought more champions than anybody. But the point is, they be saying he picking the right time and picking the right person. Look, so basically, they have now got Draymond in a scope of saying, yo, tough guy act only works on people who won't fight back. You got a tough guy act that only works on those who don't fight back. Draymond heard that. I told y'all these players be listening. We always know that they listen, right? So he heard it. Finally, he had enough. I guess he said it on Gil's Arena again recently, and he had enough. So then Draymond, instead of really addressing that, do you pick your fights, right? Right? Are you really out there pulling punches or not pulling punches? What are you doing? Who are you picking? Like, because be real. If somebody bumped me right now and it's this little old dude who's a dad of one of the kids on my team, that really happened like 2 weeks ago. But point in, man, I'm like, what's up, dog? What's up? What's up? And if it's not him and somebody bumps me and I turn around and it's Meta World Peace, I'm like, hi, how you doing? Like, come on, man. Like, I hate when we got to walk around here like we the ultimate warrior. Draymond ain't got smoke for everybody. And I literally asked this question. Go watch On the Rocks with KENYON MARTIN. I said, Kenyon, was there somebody you didn't want to fight? You got to go there and find out the answer. I was like, ain't nobody undefeated if they fight everybody. So I love how Draymond's smart, media savvy. He's going to have a career after he plays ball. Tremendous media career. He ain't got one, but he's going to have a bigger one. And this dude literally has moved the goalposts. He didn't answer, are you out there picking your fights? You got smoke for everybody. Are you a fake tough guy? He didn't. What he did is what most people do. And this is what I want you to know about the media. They told us this in media training 101. They said, never ask 2 questions. And we sitting there like, what? How you gonna have an interview if you don't ask 2 questions? He said, no, I ain't mean it like that. He said, when you're asking 1 question, never ask 2 questions. You ever do that? If you ask 2 questions, they're gonna always, the person responding, pick the easier of the 2 to answer. So, husband and wife, I hope I got a good example right now. I'm gonna try and pull this out. So I'm like, baby, are you gonna go with your girlfriend or are you gonna clean the house? And she gonna answer the one that she wants to do, right? So I'm going with my girlfriend. So you're not gonna clean the, this is how you get into fights. So you're not gonna clean the house? You gave her 2 questions in one. So there's much better examples than that. But the point is, you gave Draymond Green an opportunity to pick the easier one to answer, and he did. He's like, look at my career. Now, this is player perspective. I hope y'all catch this. Players are like, look, dog, I respect and salute you are on a dynasty. I respect and salute you got 4 rings. I can't take none of that away, and I don't want to. But please, when you come over to my house and when you have a drink with me and sitting here at this table, don't you act like you better than me. And that's where Kenyon's coming from. And I just saw that Kenyon had a response, so I guess I got to do this tomorrow. Like, I don't want to, but tomorrow I got to get into Kenyon's response. I assume what he's going to say is going to be addressing Draymond directly as a player. Draymond addressed Kenyon as a career, like a legacy. Like, look, I'm dynastic. Yes, you are. I was the 3rd best player on the team, one of the best franchise players in Golden State history. Yes, you are. But then players, and people call this hate. If you're Kenyon, ooh, that was nasty. So sorry. Excuse me, Miss Purdy. Kenyon is like, hey, bruh, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about me. Let's go there. Like, are you tough? First, answer that. You ain't answered it yet. Secondly, are you really trying to act like you better than me? Former number 1 overall pick, balled out of control in the league, and then he's like, well, Draymond's like, look, well, show me the accolades. Show me what you got. I got 9, you got 0. I got 1, you got 0. Like, show me what you got. And this is so tough. See, this is why I love this new media, because everyone has a platform. So Kenyon, like, I ain't got to go to Gil's Arena to keep going. He on IG Live, and he going to respond to it. Let me settle this conversation, because what I do is I like to referee. Since I didn't like to fight growing up, since I don't like to fight now, I'm never fighting nobody. Everybody asks me all the time when I talk about somebody, what if they run up on you? I was like, they just keep running. Like, what? I'm not fighting you over no words, fool. I already know who I am, so you can't make me mad at myself. What can you say that makes me mad? Oh, man, if you talking about myself, if you got MJ in your mouth, if you talk, pause. If you start talking about my little boy, now we got some problems, because he gonna whoop your ass. He ain't me. I'm the one that doesn't fight. But the point is, I like getting in between these issues and just be like, dog, I see where you coming from, and I see where you coming from. Draymond is gonna always champion his career, which he should, but that's not the conversation when you sit in mano-a-mano with somebody and they like, I'm talking about you, right? It's a lot of guys that won championships in the NFL. I was better than them. Don't dare to come up. He at the reunion and stuff. Oh, I'm a champ. I'm like, dog, you wasn't me, right? And there's a lot of guys that were better than me that ain't champions and that are champions. And then it's just like, I can't even talk to you, right? Strahan. You see Strahan, you're like, oh, shit. He was better than me and that motherfucker. He got a ring. You can't say nothing to him. But Draymond is hiding behind the success of the team, even though he was a contributor, a major contributor. I know that. But I'm going to ask you, beat it up in the chat. Who was better? Draymond Green as a player, still now, he could keep helping his cause, or Kenyon Martin? I don't think that's a conversation, really. Like, and that's not a diss. This is what I hate, when you say the truth. I mean, somebody could argue it and say, you ain't speaking the truth. I'm like, was Barry Sanders better than, let me give you a backup. Was Barry Sanders better than the backup on the Chargers right now? I'm like, that's the truth. Yes, he's better than them. Like, so, I don't know. Beat it up in the comments. Let me see what y'all say. Draymond or Kenyon? Yeah, Kenyon. She know. He know. And that's it. Whatever that feeling is. I like that feeling. But everybody else want to do this feeling. I'm like, man, I'll cut your finger off, fool. You ain't do nothing. Let me stop. All right, so Draymond and Kenyon, they're going to keep going back and forth, obviously. I think this round, I can't really judge this round. Draymond didn't go back at Kenyon and talk about what he was talking about. He talking about how great he was on the team. Teams can dress you up. Come on, man. There are champions out there that didn't even play in the game. Draymond certainly got kicked out of some games, but the point is, there could have been moments where Draymond didn't do anything and they got a championship. I'm glad. But when someone challenges you that didn't have a championship, you got to start talking to them. You can't just say, oh, we won. Okay. Oh, it's just crazy. That's sports. Welcome to sports. So let me get out of here. So this round, Draymond has some tremendous clapbacks, though. If Kenyon has started the conversation off like, I'm better than you, and my teams are better than you, or just I'm better than you, I hear you, Draymond. But you undressed him in a way he wasn't even trying to dress you up. He's like, dog, are you tough or not? Why are you fighting that guy and you ain't fighting him? And there are some receipts out there where everybody has been touched, and you turned around, it was Dennis Rodman. Oh, no. It was Meta World Peace. Oh, no. You know what I mean? Some cats I ain't talking about. Some cats, you got it. That's how the game goes. So, oh, man, let's beat it up in the chat, see what y'all talking about over here. I see you, Fatta, talking about, and Alex Thomas, J-Dub. Y'all talking about Kenyon was the better player. Yes, he was. It's kind of hard to argue that. Like, who would say that? Somebody in the chat literally beat it up and tell me, how is Draymond better than Kenyon? Give me one, give me something. I know you're going to say rings and stuff, and that's what Draymond going to say. But I don't want that. I want the real. I want that. So let's get into this next one. Oh, man. And the beef goes on. Y'all remember that song by the Whispers? And the beat goes on. I'm going to just name it, And the Beef Goes On. Golly. Cats really be beefing out here. Yeah, I'm really live right now. Carnage XQ. I wake up every day at 3 or 3:30. And when I get up, I either could be up in here and be by myself and do all this work, the same work. Or I could do it live with y'all and then mess up some and still same work. So I'm doing it live. Real respect out there. Yeah, if you don't believe me, Patrick Edwards, I see you. Draymond is a better talker. Okay, I give you that. No doubt. Well, let's see who's the better talker out of these two. Let's go.
Say what you want about me, but I've always been me. I've always been me. And when it came to him, the same person who has no credibility, the same person that who is he and all of this other stuff, it's the same person he was clamoring to work for him. Could I please talk to him? Could I please help him make the undefeated successful? Reaching out to Isaiah Thomas. Didn't compel Dan Le Batard to talk to me, but certainly cried to him along with various others. I had no words for him because he'll stab you in the back. He cannot be trusted. You can say what you want about me. When you heard somebody say I can't be trusted? Where you heard somebody say that I'd take something off the record and put it on the record? Where did you hear somebody say that I was a two-faced SOB that you couldn't depend on to be authentic because I was shy about being me? I'd be one place in front of your face and I'd be another way behind your back. That ain't never been me. That's always been him. And oh, by the way, we're sitting up here talking about the black community and all of this other. We use blackness, we use racism and all of this other stuff. Ain't you the one that marketed and advertised yourself as the dude that would call out his own community? Wasn't you the dude that prided himself in being anti-black establishment? That was Jason Whitlock. See, these are the kind of things that people that work with him, because I can't assume anybody's working under him. They work with him. They don't know. They don't know.
Blah, blah, blah. Well. You got somebody here who worked with him. And the him is Jason Whitlock. And I've also worked with Stephen A. Smith before. Stephen A. Smith used to come on our show all the time when he was in L.A. when I was working on radio, which I love so much. So obviously I'm familiar with these characters just like I was with Draymond and Kenyon. Let's talk. Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock, Stephen A. Smith is accusing him of lying about him, as Jason Whitlock is accusing Stephen A. Smith about lying about his history, his past, especially his book. Now, you're talking about two journalists, so we got to really walk through this in this way. Two journalists who will go to the nth degree, if desired, to find information about whatever the story they're covering, whether it's a person, a place, or a thing, nouns. So what gets lost in this conversation of two journalists trying to figure out each other, because obviously they don't like each other. I don't know why. I think the start of this may have been when Whitlock was coming to ESPN to start that, the undefeated and the black undefeated, all that. And then he was trying to recruit all the black writers and journalists and media members. And Stephen A. was like, hell no. Because by that time, he already had that reputation of being anti-black. So you got to remember, these guys are going to dig and dig and dig. And Whitlock found in his eyes, or with facts, this dude is lying. Now, there are some receipts out there that make it say, Stephen A., if you ain't lying, you certainly ain't telling the truth. You can't have a 6-inch screw, like stuff like that, right? Some things just don't add up, but do the math. We listening. Nobody trying to hate you from hello. People don't wake up and say, oh, I hate you, Stephen A. Oh, I hate you, Whitlock. You give them some ammo. And if you don't defend yourself properly or you did step in it, you better admit it. If not, we going to keep these receipts. So what has happened is there's been a lot of content about Stephen A. Smith from Jason Whitlock. I'm guilty of that. But what happens is funny. Stephen A. is like, you can't live without talking about me. That's not true. If you watch Jason Whitlock's show, you know, even though he talks about Stephen A. Smith a lot, he talks about Deion a lot. He talks about God all the time. He talks about a lot of topics that if you don't want to click on it, don't mean he ain't talking about it. So let's just get that straight. Jason Whitlock talks about a lot of stuff. Stephen A. Smith gets a lot of response because people are interested in Stephen A. Smith and interested in Jason Whitlock. Simple. To prove that point even more, Stephen A. Smith talks about LeBron a lot. He talks about Dak and the Cowboys a lot. They talk about the Lakers when the Lakers are rolling a lot. You can't live without talking about them. The show can't live without talking about that. The whole show was built off of anti-LeBron talk and hate. Skip Bayless made his career off of no matter what LeBron did, I got something bad about it. And then no matter what Tebow did, I got something good about it. Like, we know how the game goes. So remember this. Everyone is talking about nouns. Person, place, or thing. Don't let nobody fool you and get you into a conversation of, well, the only way you can do something if you talk about me. Well, the only way you can do something if you talk about them. So that's how that goes. That's where their beef is, really. Now, let's talk about what he gave us in evidence. He said that Stephen A. Smith is like, dog, Jason, nobody want to rock with you. You know, he was talking about Isaiah Thomas. I went deeper into it. I watched the whole video, but Isaiah Thomas, and I think he may have said it here, Dan Le Batard. No one wants to rock with you. He mentioned Sage Steele, and she didn't say anything bad, but a lot of people got issue with you, Jason Whitlock. Here's the thing. True. A lot of people got issues with Jason Whitlock. A lot of people got love for Jason Whitlock, too, and are not proud to say it. One of the things that happens to me all the time is that people come up to me really loud about Max Kellerman. Oh man, Max was good. Max is this, Max is that. Max should, and Stephen A. when they want to talk about Max. And they come up to me and they're loud, they're boisterous. Max and Marcellus, my favorite show, like loud. Now, I've worked with everybody. I worked with Kerry Champion, Carissa Thompson, Michelle Beto, everybody. But when it comes to Whitlock, this is no lie. When people come up to me about Whitlock, they come right here. I'll be like, dog, back up. You're like, no, I got something to tell you. Like, what? You're like, man, I got something. Come here, dog. Let me just tell you something. Hey, man, Jason Whitlock, he cool? I'm like, what? I was watching the video. I thought he said something. I was like, I kind of agree with that. I was like, dog, why you won't? He's like, keep going. Tell him to keep going. Like, I'm going to check him out. Stop. Why are you sneaky? So people are scared to say they like Whitlock. It's real spit. To the point where I'm actually going to have a conference call tomorrow with Jason Whitlock, with Isaiah Thomas, with my man Jacob, and others. He just said that Isaiah Thomas, see what I'm saying? People play games on both sides. That's all I'm trying to tell you. And I'm here to let you know I referee it all. So let's get into it. Has Stephen A. ever been a backstabber or someone who wasn't authentic, as he accuses Jason Whitlock of? Of course. We got receipts of that. This is what's so crazy. So we're all hypocrites. The problem is some people egos get into the way where they don't want to admit their issues, their indiscretions, their failures. Lead with your weakness, as I say, my coach told me. He said, dog, you really want to be liked by people and people to respect you, and you really want to be a person that is authentic, lead with your weakness. So have you ever been a hypocrite? Raise your hand. Come on, chat. Come on. So he said that. We know that's not true. We also know that Stephen A. Smith, Whitlock accuses him of race baiting. He does at times. And Stephen A. Smith accuses Whitlock of being anti-black. Now, I don't think he's anti-black because I told you guys he's the only guy in sports media that had an all-black show. As Matt Barnes, Jimmy Jackson, Steven Jackson, Darnell Smith, Uncle Jimmy, me, like Whitlock about that. But he is hypercritical of the black community. He's hypercritical because he has this high standard for black people. Like, he believes our standards are too low. He certainly believes our achievement is not where we should be. Black people, let's be real. Can we keep it real? We are in last place in terms of ethnic groups and socioeconomic categories, or second to last place. And I did 17 of them about 2 months ago. If you were talking about a team, so let's do it. White people got a team. Black people got a team. Asian people got a team. Like, let's just do it. Break it down how you want to break it down. We got all these teams. Last place? So what happens when you are in last place? If you go to the film session, you go in the film room, coach ain't smiling. So Whitlock is taking on the role of coach in his mind. Like, look, what are we doing here? This ain't it. And if you ever play ball, you know that's how it goes when you're in last place or second to last place. But black people don't want to hear that. Oh, come on. If we want to generalize, we know we ain't trying to hear that. So that's where his label of anti-black comes from. Why you keep talking about black people? Well, you're going to talk about black people if you talk about football and basketball. Oh, you're going to talk about black people. And what is sports media? football and basketball. Okay? So, Whitlock, and let me address all the points and then I get to it. Because I know a lot of people are saying, well, he's a hypocrite. We're all hypocrites. And Whitlock is too. Well, he found Christ and now he's hiding behind the cloth of Christ. And that's always a tough conversation, right? Your boy just gets out and he like, man, I don't found the Lord. I don't found Jesus in jail. And you're like, damn. What did Tupac say? I ain't mad at you. But you like, I mean, because you like, all right, he a new dude. But you were like, I remember the old dude, but I ain't tripping. But then you hear, you're like, that ain't all Christ-like, because ain't nobody perfect. So even if you Christ-like, you go to church right now. Tomorrow, go to church. You're going to be sitting in there and they're going to be going on, them ladies going to be doing that. Old people, all they can do is move their shoulders and elbows, hips up. They doing that. And then, the collection plate go around. They dropping dollars up in that thing. Stuff that folds, that doesn't jingle. They up in there. Praise the Lord. They got them big old fat heels on them. Old ladies be walking. They get outside. I saw this happen once. This is a real example. They get outside. They get in their car. Ooh, they get in that Eldorado. They still rolling. I see you next week, girl. Shoot, next week. I see you Wednesday at Bible study. Okay. Hey, what the hell? Literally, this lady cursed this lady out because she almost hit her. She almost hit her, but she was like, what you? And I was like, Lord. So Whitlock, you look at him and you hear his Christian values and stuff, you're going to be able to poke holes in it, just like we're going to have receipts on Stephen A. But let's get to the last part, the race bait. The racial element, anti-black, racial, and all that stuff. And I'm gonna get out of here. Stephen A. race-based and Whitlock is hypercritical of the black community. Which one you want? Because if you go the hypercritical route, you're gonna be alienated like Jason Whitlock. Black people, he can't go nowhere. First of all, Whitlock goes places. He just don't want to be where you want to be. Right? I'm the same way. Like, people mad at me right now because I don't go out anymore. No, Wednesday night at 10 p.m. start time to 2 a.m. end time, and then come back home and be up at 3:30 is not in my game plan anymore. But I used to run the streets. Don't get it twisted. I was it in them streets. Now I'm not. Okay? So now you can't say, oh, Marcellus, he talking about people, so now he can't go outside. First of all, who is over 50 still saying they go outside? You ain't got a wife, you ain't got a family, you ain't got some box you didn't check. If your ass is literally proud to be outside, who wants to be on the road that much? Who wants to be seen that much? Now, Stephen A. is getting paid a lot to do it, so I ain't talking about him necessarily. But when they be like, you ain't outside, he does say that about Whitlock. You can't go to the games. I get clowned, I get loved online all the time. Every time, I'm undefeated in person. I'm 70-30 online, maybe probably like 90-10. 90% of the people love me, 10% hate me online. In my face, it's 100% love. What's up, Wiley? Oh, big dog, keep doing it, man. Look at you. Damn, you getting fat. Like, with all that, right? And then there's always this, though. I ain't stupid. One thing I ain't is a dummy. I know who don't rock with me because they go like this. And you know me, I'm an asshole. I go like this. What's up, man? When somebody don't like me, they gonna really hate me after they see me. Because I'm not gonna come with the usual, typical, dumbass stereotype. What's up, dog? I heard you got smoke. Me and Dray, all right, I'm gonna end on this story just to tell you where their beef is. Because to me, Whitlock and Stephen A. are Spider-Man. Remember that meme where they point at each other? Like, y'all just point at each other, but y'all doing this the same good and doing this the same bad. It's all good. Draymond Green and I were going back and forth online. I don't know when this was, 2016? I don't know when it was. It was. And this is when I was outside. So I'm in Vegas at Dray's. He had Dray's. I didn't see him at Dray's. But then we walking out, me and my boys. And then all of a sudden my boy like, oh, there go Draymond. He knew about the beef. He's like, there go Draymond. I said, oh, yeah, let's go. So me, I'm big. Draymond, big. He taller, but he ain't bigger, but he big. And then I'm walking up to him, and I'm not lying. In my head, I'm like, I'm about to get this boy love. But to my face and everybody, because everybody was like in on the act, I was like, I'm mobbing. I ain't smiling. I'm like, I'm walking right up to him, right? And literally all his boys kind of like this. And then they, that kind of like, oh, what's this? And then he looking at me. And then about, in that striking distance, I came up to him and said, what's up, boy? How you been, baby? And love. And he was like, oh, what's up? Oh. He's like, he went like this. He's like, oh, I thought you. I was like, come on, man. Come on. I was like, come on, dog. We exchanged numbers right then. He invited me out. I was like, man, look, it's already 4:30. I'm like, whatever you about to do after 4:30 is an NBA thing. NFL players, we don't do that. I'm out. I'm going to bed. And I went to bed. Real spit. So I hope they can one day see each other and cut the have a drink. Shut it. But Stephen A. calling Whitlock out, I get it. I've heard it. I work with Whitlock. I get a lot of the collateral damage. And Whitlock calling Stephen A. Smith, I get it. I've seen some of the things he said. I've heard. We got receipts. It is what it is. Let's go into the chat, see what y'all talking about. Benny Lyle said Draymond was about to knock me out. I think Draymond will beat me in the fight. Hell yeah. Because he a little bigger, a longer reach for sure, more athletic. He plays basketball. I just gonna hit him with some power. Like the two I get in, he gonna be like, God dang, that's what gonna be the two. God dang. The rest gonna be like, he gonna be throwing ninja stars at me. But I don't care who you are. Listen to me. I don't care who you are. When you have a problem with me, that's your problem. I am not wasting my energy space consumed with negativity and that poison to be holding it. And then when I see you, to ready to let it go. And yeah. You ever seen a fight? Your knuckles all messed up, your face all messed up, even if you win? Hell no. If you can't smile it off and laugh it off, move, dog. Man, you always be talking about me. And I'm going to talk about you more now. You over here crying in my face. What's up then? What you mean, what's up? Look, what you mean? I ain't fighting you, fool. I have seen death. I have seen people expire right in front of my face for less reasons than this, for more trivial reasons than this. One of my teammates, one of the best running backs ever, got shot, killed, shotgun dude came out from under the car off a damn dice game that was only $20, came under the car the next day, rolled up under while he trying to go to school, and bow, his whole head gone. He was one of the best running backs ever. I grew up with that fool. And you gonna come up to me talking about, what's up? You talking about me? Man, if you don't move, it's life and death out here for real, for less reason than you talking about. You don't like you being talked about. Well, stop talking. Stop talking about people. Whoa, I hate when people do that. Whoa. Y'all must ain't really experienced life or death if you think I'm about to jeopardize my peaceful harmony, itty bitties, beautiful wife, 4 great kids, tremendous existence, so I can help you deal and resolve with your ego because you can't be the one talked about. You can't be one of those who we talk about. What are you talking about me for? Go away. Trust me, nobody will talk about you. That's how the game goes. Okay, what's next? Oh, rest in peace, Cozy, man. Golly. Oh, I got too many examples like that. I ain't even trying to act hard. I'm just telling you. That's how the game goes, man. Y'all like, what? You're like, oh, I like these Saturday morning Wileys. Y'all stupid. I do like the lives. They're realer. Okay. I love y'all. The rest of these topics, I really got to go. So the way we end this show, if y'all really rock with this show, it's pretty simple. We always end with these 2 polls because I DJ'd and because obviously y'all know I played sports, right? So we're going to get these 2 in. And then the rest of the topics, we're going to talk about Sarkisian. I wanted to talk about Baker Mayfield, talking about Matthew Stafford, Lane Kiffin, got a deadline. They like, dog, you can coach here as long as you want, but you better tell us next week. Like, what? Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, do they fight tonight? I think they do, something like that. College game day. I'm going to talk about that. Pat McAfee out there killing it. He got them streaming. They streaming ESPN shows through his damn social media now. It's insane. And I wanted y'all to hear some of this favoritism happening in Dallas. We'll get to it with George Pickens and them boys. We'll get to it. But before we get to it, we got to get to this. So we always do a big poll. So I want you to do this one. Tell me which song by Michael Jackson is the best of these. Okay, you ready? Let's go. Golly, I keep doing that. And it's always Trump pointing at me. Stop pointing at me. What's the best Michael Jackson song here of these 4? Rock With You? Ooh, that whistle makes you feel good. That's why I'm like, dog, I'd rather listen to Rock With You than rock with you and fight. Shut up, fool. Human Nature. Why? I cry every time I hear that song. Dirty Diana. Ooh, Diana. That's already in last place, though. You have no chance of winning. And Remember the Time. Beautiful song. Great resurgence from Michael, but that's in second to last. So C is bottom, D is next. Now, only these 4 songs, chat. Golly, come on. Beat it up in the comments. You guys are ignorant. Some of you guys are writing songs that ain't there. Wayman Bird. I didn't say beat it. Okay, then it's between Rock With You and Human Nature. And if you're being honest, if you're not lying to yourself, it's Human Nature. Rock With You is insane, but Human Nature? Ooh, God. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we got that. All right, so you guys got it right. Most of you guys got it right. Some of y'all writing Billie Jean and stuff. That wasn't a question. This is why I can't argue with everybody. Y'all be just saying stuff. That wasn't a question. Oh, this one gonna be good. And now let's end on our sports poll. This is gonna be really interesting. Who are you giving the ball to for the win? Who's taking the final shot out of these players? Oh, damn it. I love these polls. Shout out to you, Chad, who made it. Magic Johnson, okay, he gonna do that baby hook. You know he doing that baby hook. Michael Jordan, he gonna do, I don't know. He gonna do everything but shoot a 3. Probably pass too. Paxson, you know, all them boys. Steve Kerr, whatever. Larry Bird, oh, that thing going around his ear. Yeah. With the damn warm-up suit on in the 3-point contest. Remember that? Okay, Kevin Durant. Oh, you might get him at the free throw line, shimmy, yawing, or you're going to have a 7-footer jumping, and good luck with that thing. And Durant, that's my favorite player. So everyone says Kobe when they shoot. I say Durant. When he makes it, the net doesn't move. He hits the back of that, like the rim, and it goes straight down. Sick. LeBron James. Oh, the locomotive. Loco LeBron. Choo-choo. Man, have y'all beat it up in the comments. Who has seen LeBron James in real life? Not at a game. I'm like, you're on the street and you walk in, or you see him, or you talking to him. Jesus. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this sucker there? I ain't never seen nobody built like that. That's insane. So LeBron just gonna do what he want to do. And he can shoot now. So it's wow. Kobe, oh man. Get him in that post, it's magic. He gonna do magic tricks on you. Yeah. Pivot foot still here. Yeah. Kobe be doing, Kobe, rest in peace, the great. Lillard, Back him up, back him in. Let me begin. He gonna go anywhere he want. And then he gonna look at his watch. Looking at my Gucci, it's about that time. Wow. Reggie Miller, oh. How many points he scored in like 8 seconds? 26? Something like that crazy? That's a lot. And clutch, and got the mindset for it. And of course, saving the best for last, Steph Curry on the shot, y'all. Who's taking the final shot? It's either Jordan, all right, let's go by rows. This row, it got to be Jordan, right? I love you, Larry, but what if they crowd the 3-point line or something? You going to drive? He can, but there's other levels. Okay, this row. Damn. Y'all going to hate me, Durant, but that's just rude, and I know. Kobe, but golly. Durant, I love you, brother. Shoot that thing. Durant, like green light. Okay, so we got Jordan, Kobe, and then we got Steph. Come on. I mean, as soon as you see Steph, you're like, all right, everybody else move. Steph can drive. Steph is amazing when he do that. Like, you can't block his layups. I'm like, why can't they block his layups? Even Wemby, he shot one 40-footer over Wemby and then a layup. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's Steph for me. Give it to me. Beat up in the comments. Beat it up. Let me know. But I'm taking Steph. Not only he going to get the range, because he got the range, he brings you out to the 3-point line or half court. And once he does that, bye-bye. Cook, crack. So that's how the game goes. Well, this was fun. I didn't expect to have this much energy. I woke up early, same time. And then I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I ain't going to do one. This Saturday. Let these, take sauce on it. Eat it up. Ugh. All right, y'all. Love for you guys. Have some steak sauce on it. Eat it up. Ugh. All right, y'all. Love for you guys. Have some fun. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the bird.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.
Yeah, baby.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.
Yeah, baby. It's